Hey, what's up? This is Anthony from Saladhats.com, and this is my review of Rush Hour 3. Before we start, let me say that this is the first of many new reviews here on Saladhats.com, and as you can tell, we have ditched the old way of writing the reviews and are now recording them while showing clips from the film, etc. We feel this is an easier way to review films and frankly a better one, so all of our reviews from now on will be just like this one. Also a heads up, all of our reviews from now on are going to be completely improvised. We don't write down what we're about to say. We feel this creates an originality on how we review our movies and allows us to express our true opinion about the movie that we're reviewing. Anyway, Rush Hour 3. Where do I start with this horrible piece of shit disgrace of a film? There are way too many things I can say about this garbage to prove my point, but since I don't have much time, I'll try to cut it down a bit. I guess we can begin with mentioning the story, or the orgy of stupid ideas that seems like it was written by 12-year-olds. Nothing has really changed since the first two movies. It's the same story, involving two idiots who seem to easily get out of every impossible jam. Bad guys who seem to not be that bad, being as how a 5'6" Chinese man and a black guy who can't fight seem to kick their asses in every scene. Actually, hold on a second. The black guy not being able to fight part, let's go ahead and scratch that, because we all know if you hang out with someone who can fight, it's only natural that after a while you'll be able to fight, because that's obvious in this movie, right? So, anyways, this movie does take place in Paris, so some originality can be found in terms of new sets, etc. Director Brett Ratner, who has failed yet again in producing an actual funny / good movie. He seems to be stuck in a hole lately and has made nothing but bad decision after bad decision when it comes to the script and how he wants the movie filmed. It should be called Bad Decision 3, not Rush Hour 3. What I mean by that is, while watching this movie, it seems like he didn't even proofread the script. It's like he just saw the title and approved it, being as how the only thing this movie has in common with the previous two is the title and the talentless actors. Which brings me to my next point, the acting. You can't see it, but when I said that, I made the quotation symbols with my hands because it just offends me to mention acting without having to laugh, because this movie has zero effort or shred of decent acting in this entire movie. Chris Tucker is the most overrated actor in the business, and people for some reason or another actually like him. In fact, they fucking love him. If all I had to do was walk into a room and be an obnoxious, loud, and offensive person to be considered funny, then I would have done this years ago. Obviously, Chris Tucker didn't get the message, and he has continued his unfunny rampage on Hollywood. Believe it or not, he actually did stand-up comedy for a while, and even then it was rare to hear a laugh all night, unless it was from himself. He hasn't said a single thing funny in 10 years, and he just continues his gimmick in this role, which was expected. The sad thing about this is it gets old. In fact, it's been old for a fucking while. From the beginning scene in this movie, you realize how annoying he is and how his bullshit of constantly yelling and dancing and overreacting to everything gets old. Of course, his sidekick is Jackie Chan. The problem with this is Jackie Chan is also what you can call a gimmick, and again, his stuff is now boring. We've all seen it before. And it is just more of the same in this film. He jumps off buildings, flies over cars, cures cancer, feeds the homeless, you know, the usual shit that the savior of all mankind, Jackie Chan, does. He has the acting ability of a lamp and the emotion of an enraged cardboard box. Brett Ratner doesn't see this, so he willingly puts Jackie Chan smack in the middle of an emotional scene, and hilarity will ensue. In fact, I found myself laughing in this movie more times than not in scenes that aren't even funny. It's just you take a look at his face when he tries to say something, or you take a look at how they're supposed to react, and you just find it hilarious, even though it's not even supposed to be funny. Anyway, there is a scene in here where Jackie Chan witnesses something horrible, something that if it happened in real life, it would make you cry your fucking eyes out. And he witnesses this, and the camera zooms in on his boring, dry face, cuts away for 2 seconds, then zooms back, and his face is drenched in tears. They basically cut away, shot his face with a water gun, then cut back. It's pretty fucking pathetic. The only time I really actually laughed during this entire movie was during the credits. Not because of the outtakes, because, again, those weren't funny, but because I couldn't believe people would actually put their name on this shit of a movie. My recommendation to you is to ditch this bullshit, save yourself the money, and buy some celery or something. Trust me, you will enjoy it a lot more. I would recommend never ever seeing this movie, and if you get it for a gift on DVD, first of all, you should never see that person again, but second of all, you should throw it away. But if you feel you really, really have to see it because you've seen the other two, then wait for it to come out on TBS or something, or a TV station. It's not even worth watching it on HBO. Thanks for listening, and please stay tuned for more reviews like this one from Don or myself. Please visit www.saladhats.com for more, or stay locked on this profile. Thanks again. Bye. Actually, you know what? Before we leave, I forgot. I didn't even give this movie a rating. If I can give a movie a negative rating, this movie would be it. We usually have a Don system in terms of how we rate our movies. It's, 5 being the best, 1 being the shittiest. And I would give this movie a 0. It doesn't deserve to even be recognized with a point, and the fact that it's making millions and millions of dollars just really pisses me off. Anyways, thanks for listening to my review, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.